Whoop is a multi-billion-dollar brand, and yet their email marketing is one of the worst email marketing funnels that I've ever seen. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to be rebuilding their entire funnel live with you so you can see exactly what they're doing wrong, number one, and number two, how easy it is to fix their issues and apply the same things to your brand to add an extra $100,000 or even multi-$100,000 every single year to email. So let me jump into the back end because there's a lot to go over. Alright, so starting off, I just open up Whoop's website and take a look at what they give up front here. So they say, get a complete picture of your health, blah, 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 give over your email address. There's really no major incentive to this, to be honest. So that's number one. Number two, they're not asking what you're actually specifically interested in. So their device is a smart device, and some people are probably going to be interested in dialing in health, number one, number two, sleep, number three, probably productivity. And so these are things that they should be made aware of and at least optimize on so they can send them the correct messaging. There's a huge missed opportunity. Overall, it's just a weak sign-up form. There's no incentive to really do this. And then even worse is just to say that we give overall email address. All we do is we get a thanks for signing up, keep an eye on the inbox. So they're making you do all of the work. Instead of, they should re-navigate me to my inbox or lead me back to shopping. All these additional steps is friction that you don't want. And so let me build it out with you on how it should be. So let's open up this Klaviyo account and take a look, right? So this is a dummy Klaviyo account, and I am just going to go navigate to the sign up forms, and I'm going to create a new form. And with this, I'm just going to choose one of the templates to make it easier for myself, but you can always build it from scratch. So I'm just going to go ahead. This one looks good enough. So Whoop test form, right? We're going to choose email list. We're not going to collect phone numbers just for the sake of this. So let's go ahead. And then while that is populating, what I want to do is I want to go back to their website, and I'm just going to save a image. So let's just save this one specifically, right? So we're going to go to our downloads. Looks good. And now what I want to do is just replace with, I've already done this off camera, so the image over here. And here we want to give them an incentive of some sort. And so I want to say, what are you looking to optimize? Right, as of 2026, the game of just giving them a discount and hoping they enter it is over. Now what works absolutely best in 2026 is asking for interests specifically. And so what we want to do here is we want to make sure that we're adding in, something relevant. So for example, let's just say activity. This one will be sleep. This one will be health. And maybe this one can be something else, but for now we're just going to delete this, right? And so we got these three options. This allows it to feel way less transactional, and it is going to allow this brand to collect a bunch of information that they should have about their customer. But right now they just get the email and hope for the best. Whereas you should try to optimize for the most amount of detail before they sign up as possible. Because what's going to happen is now we're going to get email opt-in. So we're going to say, unlock our mystery offer, right? And so I wouldn't use this wording. It feels a little bit icky. But what I would do is your email our best offer. Right, something to that extent. You can obviously change it. But then you're going to go here. Let's just say unlock one-time offer, right? And sometimes what you can do, which I quite like, is adding a block. This does really, really well. So let's try find. So we're going to add another button, and we sometimes want to make this smaller, but let's just say pay full price. All right. And so this is meant to be a little bit of a counterintuitive, well, not counterintuitive, but reverse psychology, right? You want to make sure that they know. So let's go ahead. I don't want that. What we do want to do is we want to make this slightly smaller, and we want to make the button a little bit smaller here. So let's do 60. All right. And so now we got this, and actually maybe we can invert it. All right. So something to that degree, basically. And so what happens is you got this like reverse psychology where, number one, you've already got this amount of information. It's already a mini buy-in. It's a mini yes from this. And that's what you want to do. You want to get these progressive yeses from them. Then you're going to get this, unlock your one-time offer, get their email address. If you're doing mobile, I would make sure that this is the third step or the second step. And then what you're doing is, so let's remove this because we won't use that, is on the success page is where you want to give them their code to go ahead and use, or what you want to do is you want to redivert them to their inbox. All right, so check your inbox. This does a lot of things. What is happening is, instead of their one that they have where it's like this just a terrible sign-up form, what we're doing now is we're optimizing it. We're making sure that the submissions are way higher because they're choosing their interest. Then we're going ahead and immediately saying, hey, you can unlock this and get a discount or whatever it is. And so there's so many different ways that we can go about collecting the information and guaranteeing more sign-up forms or sign-ups and submissions. So we go ahead with that, and then from there we obviously go ahead and send them their code. And here we'll change up the wording, but you get the point. So within 5 seconds, been able to pretty much just change the entirety of their submissions because they don't have a traffic problem. We all know Whoop, we all know whether it is a good brand or not. And so what happens is so many brands lose so much revenue on the first touch point. It's not even to the point of the welcome flow. They're losing it over here because only 8%, 9% of people are giving over their email address because there was no incentive. So here it feels like you're doing a mini incentive, a mini buy-in, and then giving them some kind of mystery offer. And this can just be, hey, refer someone, you'll get $20 or something to that degree. So this works incredibly well for sign-up forms, and this is how I would change it. Now let's take a look at their campaigns. Their campaigns are dismal. This is the first email, and to be honest, it does nothing for me. It tells me exactly what other products they have, but it is way too long. It's not mobile optimized because it's built like this long, vertically long, rather than being a very specific mobile build, and it's got way too much information. And then after I got my order, because I personally have a Whoop and I wear it, I got this sequence of emails, but I don't feel like it was enough. There was no explanation on how best to use it, how do other people use it, etc, etc. And so what I would change about this is I would rebuild it, and let me rebuild it with you live now. All right, so now we have rebuilt their email and we have rebuilt the sign-up form. So there's two things happening right now. Number one, visually and long-term in terms of campaigns, they're going to convert at a higher rate. And also the amount of people that are seeing these emails is going to increase because they have more incentive to actually give over their information, as we did with the sign-up form. And so what this design change is going to do is, in future, when they send us emails like this, they're going to be able to optimize for the customer. So, hey, you just unlocked your first sleep with Whoop, which is all great and well, but why not send a breakdown of, hey, by the way, here's how to measure or track your data. Here is exactly how you can use the functions of the bracelet in other ways. Because still to this day, as a user, I'm a lazy user, and I think most people are. I need to be literally handheld and told, hey, by the way, did you know there's this feature? Did you know there's this? And those are things that you should probably be telling new customers as well. So the only other thing I would change strategically is what the emails are that are going out. So with that being said, you've seen the full build out. That is exactly how I would fix Whoop's marketing within the span of pretty much 30 minutes. Change the trajectory of how much revenue they make from email, make it a way heavier channel, and make sure that the customers are actually looked after. And that's pretty much it. So if you want an agency to come in and rebuild your marketing where you can generate way more revenue, then go down below, book in a call. I would love to speak to your brand, especially if you're making at least $50,000 per month. We can absolutely help you. But otherwise, subscribe. I'm going to keep doing more videos like this if you like this format. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.